Alright guys, it's William. Welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to show you how to continue our journey of GarageBand on iPad or iPhone. I think iPad and iPhone version is the same, but if you go to say your Mac, it's not the same. Okay, so I think we will talk a little bit about keyboard right now. So let's do that. So if you click that and you got the keyboard, and let's switch it back to normal keyboard. Okay, this is like a smart, like a chord machine. We don't want that. But if you uh, want to write some code and want to test some chord, you can do that. It's really convenient, even though you don't know how to like play the chord on this very like narrow screen. But I think for composing, most of the time this narrow screen is okay. I also got another like a mini MIDI pad, but yeah, it's just all dependent on you. Okay, so without, I think it's self-explanatory. So first, let's get this part out. I think. Okay, so just a really straightforward piano. And what is more, if you think that is not enough, okay, so we got, and that is not the highest point. You can upper an octave by just switch it. Then go right again. Yeah, I think that's already pretty high, okay? I think that's the lowest, like the octave that we can get. So we can not only change, the higher octave, but also we can lower the octave. Okay, and let's go back to normal. And there's one more thing that we can do is I love sustain. I got the sustain pad like right below me. Let me just give you guys this. Okay, so I got this like a digital sustain pedal. Okay, so if you step on it, you can sustain it. But if you're composing and you are moving like a lot, you just got your pad. You can just use this like a virtual sustain. Okay, let me just get rid of this dirty stuff. You can just use the sustain. Okay, so sustain, we can use sustain using two modes. Okay, so one is just you switch it on, and then every time you hit the key, you got a effect of sustain. But there's another thing. Okay, so if you just lock the sustain, no sustain, press it down. You want it just constantly ringing. You can just continue to hold the sustain, and you let it go. The sustain is gone. Okay, so this way you can fine tune the control of the sustain. So if you want a really really sound that have a like really slow but got the feeling of and a really relaxed feeling, you can just switch on the sustain. Something like that. All right. And let's continue. And so we finish with scale, sustain, and this yeah, you can use the classic one and you can use scroll. So, but I think may not work well because I sort of need this keyboard to be fixed at certain position. So I'm not going to use the scroll one. So I just use this like give me a total control, and it kind of could give you some kind of security that it's sort of fixed there. It's not moving. Okay, and here scale. This is a much more time consuming. I'm going to move that to another video. Okay, this is really fun, especially if you want to play different kind of a genre of music. And of course, for a guy who is really like thick finger like me, I tend to change this a lot. So I don't want this really narrow or keyboard. So I just change that to here. Okay, if you change that to here, you can even sort of simulate a real piano, sort of like something like that. But you can have mistakes. You can make mistake because it doesn't give you like 100% accurate, and there is no feedback. Okay, so you might just maybe it's just your finger just move up a little bit, and then you just hit the wrong key. It doesn't really matter. And so unless you got say a pen and you got say you want to multiple track and you want to do that, unless you were really good at this, or you're really familiar with this, I strongly recommend that you use like a finger wider settings. And of course, if you're really great at it, or if you're just crazy, want to try new stuff, you can do something like this. Okay, and you can even use the like full potential by doing something like this. Okay, so we got like a keyboard like something like that, and I can't do that, to be honest. As you guys already know, I'm a beginner, so I can't do that. So the most setting I'm going to use maybe just this one, and I can't do this like left and right, because this can sort of compose of these settings. So just like narrow it down, condense it into 2 lines. But I think this one is much more familiar and much more better. Okay, that's just my personal opinion.